What's up, you guys? Welcome to a reading vlog. I have a story. Okay, so I totally meant to do a week-long reading vlog for Contemporaryathon, which I've been a part of this week, and I just kind of failed. So what happened was that on Monday, I did really great. I read a manga, I started another book, and then I think I started even another one, and I was doing really, really good on Monday. And I was vlogging, I vlogged a little bit on Tuesday, and then Tuesday night, I got super sick, which sucks. And then Wednesday, I took off work, I had a rest day. Yesterday was Thursday, and I just have not vlogged since. I just did not feel up to it. I really just didn't want to, quite frankly. But I have the rest of the weekend to vlog. I'm feeling better. I also have Monday off, so I'm having like a little bit of longer weekend. So I'm gonna vlog this weekend, and I have fun things planned this weekend, so I think it'll be a much more interesting vlog than a week-long reading vlog where I just stay at home and work and read. So I really quickly wanted to catch y'all up on the books that I have been reading this week for Contemporaryathon. So if you don't know, I'm sure you do know or can assume, Contemporaryathon is a week-long readathon where you read nothing but contemporary books, which I love contemporary books. I've been getting away a little bit from contemporary, but that's the first genre that I ever fell in love with reading, and I think I'll just never stop loving it. What I love about these readathons is that they have prompts that you can use to select the books that you are going to read. You don't have to, they're optional, and you can combine them or whatever, but I really like the prompts because it makes me really think about my TBR for that week and what I choose. So I really quickly wanted to run through the prompts with you guys and tell you guys what I chose. So the first prompt was read your most recently acquired contemporary novel. That would technically be The Poet X because I ordered it specifically for this readathon, but I also selected Under Rose-Tainted Skies, which is a contemporary about a girl who has OCD and anxiety, I believe. So this was one of my most recent. I got it at Christmas, and that's the one I picked. I have not read this one yet. I do plan to read it during this vlog this weekend. The second prompt was read a book with blurple, blue or purple on the cover. And I'm just realizing right now that I actually subbed out a book for that. So I didn't do that one. I'm so sorry. I failed. But the next prompt is read a diverse contemporary. Keep in mind that it's Black History Month, and for that reason I picked The Poet X, which follows a Black teenager in Harlem, and she joins her school's slam poetry club. It sounds awesome. I just started it. I'm like 50 pages in. Really liking it so far. It's also told in verse, which actually goes really well with the next prompt, which is read a contemporary that is non-traditional format. Again, for that one I picked this one because it is in verse. I'm really enjoying it so far and plan to keep reading it, and I'll keep you guys updated. The next prompt is read a dark or taboo contemporary. For that one I picked up Baby Teeth. I got a really good deal on this one, I think during Black Friday, and I've been listening to the audiobook all week and I'm loving it. It's so crazy. It's like blowing my mind. It's so kind of scary. It follows this mom and dad, have this daughter, and the daughter is psycho, you guys. Like, she is demonic. She's crazy. She hates the mother. She loves the father. And she like basically plots in her head to kill the mom. So the daughter doesn't talk. She like refuses to speak. She can speak. She's like 7 years old, but she doesn't want to speak. And they do all this tests and she's normal, but she just won't speak. And not only that, but like you can, every other chapter is told from either the mom's point of view or the daughter's. And so when you read from the daughter's point of view, everything she's thinking or saying is in her head. She's crazy. She wants the mom dead. Like, she's nuts. And it's just so, I love it. Like, I love it. It's so good. Yeah, I am not disappointed by this book at all. So I'm not done with it yet, but I'm listening to the audiobook and I'm loving it. Number 5 is read a contemporary you meant to read in 2018 but didn't get to, and that was Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I've been wanting to read this one for a long time. I did get it for Christmas, which is at the end of 2018, and there was no way I was going to fit it in, but I really did want to read it, and I actually did read this one already. I read it and finished it, I think, on Wednesday, and the main character works at a newspaper where he is like the security officer for the emails that are sent between coworkers, and it's like 1999, so it's technology is still fairly new, and he's reading these emails between these two friends, Beth and Jennifer, and he ends up basically like kind of invading their privacy and falling in love with one of them, even though he only knows her by her email and like what she's sending in her email. And I read it it. I didn't love it. I'm going to talk about it more in my like wrap up. The last prompt is read a contemporary with a picture on the spine. And for that one, I picked up Dream and Son. I originally had another book picked out, but it was another full book. And that's like 5 full books for me to read in a week. And that just felt like a lot. Normally I pick like a graphic novel or a manga to like kick off my readathons quickly and like make me feel like I accomplished something. So for that one, I picked up Dream and Son Volume 5. There's a little picture of, I can't remember her name. She's right there on the spine. And I read it on Monday and it was fine. It's cute. It's a little weird. I'm just not really getting it. It's just kind of driving me crazy. So with that said, I have 1, 2, almost 3 books completed. And then I need to finish this one. I started and need to complete The Poet X and then Under Rose Tainted Sky. So that is on the agenda for this reading vlog this weekend. I have other fun stuff planned. I'm gonna go to the movies later tonight with my friend Nikki. She's one of my friends in book club, so you guys will see her. And yeah, then just lots of reading. I also got myself Pokemon on my Switch. So I need to make sure that I'm not getting distracted by playing Pokemon because it's like all I want to do now. All right, so I have like 20 minutes left of my lunch break. I work from home, so I'm working right now. I got to work the rest of the day, but I'm going to listen a little bit more to Baby Teeth and then get back to work. But I'll check in with you guys soon. I have to talk about this book for a second. So like I just said, I'm loving this book. One thing that's driving me freaking nuts is the dad. He is a piece of junk. I'm sorry. He's so nice. He's a likable character. He loves the mother, loves the daughter, but he's freaking oblivious to everything because the daughter has like manipulated it so that she's only mean to the mom when the mom can see it and the dad doesn't see it, so the dad doesn't believe anything the mom says, which drives me crazy. One thing I do hate about books or like movies, like in general storylines, is that people don't like communicate, which doesn't make sense to me. Like maybe people actually do this in real life, but like when you have a husband and a daughter who's 7 years old, like wouldn't you just blatantly say to your husband, hey, I'm scared, she's crazy? But no, everything's kept inside, which is so annoying. He like makes like deals and stuff with the daughter thinking that he's helping things and then doesn't tell the mom, who is obviously scared. He's just, oh man, he's driving me nuts. Anyway, that's my check-in. I'm gonna go make coffee and then I have a meeting to get to. So cue little boring day montage.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on.
Wait, I'm in it? Hold on. Hold on.
You're already in it. You look great.
No. I'm in it.
Just pretend like you're working. Say something funny for the vlog.
Oh wait, you did a video log?
Yeah, it's a video log. It's a vlog.
Oh, I don't know how to say something funny on cue. I can't more like the witty response sometimes.
Woo! Work is done. I'm so happy. It has been a long week and I'm ready for a long weekend off. Just so ready. Anyway, I am about to record a video because I have not done my January wrap up and it is literally February 15th. It's the middle of February and I have not done my January wrap up, which is not good. So I'm going to record that since I have time, no one is home, and I need to do it. And then after that, I will probably get ready to go to the movies. I haven't read much, so that will have to happen after the movies. I just wanted to give a quick check-in and I will hopefully be back later. Okay, bye. Guys, I can't stop playing Pokemon. Help. I need to read. Bye, Felicia. I am the winner. That is so zoomed in. Much better. Oh my goodness. Okay, So I have been playing Pokemon for like 2 hours, and my plans got canceled to go to the movie tonight due to some car trouble, so we're gonna go instead on Sunday. I am such an introvert that like I kind of love canceled plans. Like I'm bummed that we can't go, but we're still gonna go. But like I just love when plans get canceled, and I'm just like, cool. Especially when I got books to read. So that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go hopefully finish Baby Teeth. I need to know how this book ends. Like I'm dying to know what happens. I really think one of two things. I feel like someone's gonna die. I have a feeling someone's gonna die. No spoilers. I won't let you know what happens, but that's what I'm guessing. So I'm gonna go grab a LaCroix. I'm gonna go upstairs and chill in bed because it's cozy AF and it's Friday and I could do what I want. But yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna go finish it, and the next time you see me, it'll be a reaction of what the heck happens. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love this book. Okay, be back soon.
And these are the legs. Smaller sideways ovals for the feet. Then I go back to the line I made for the shoulder. I draw a smaller circle on either side of the upper torso. Those are the shoulders.
What? Oh, I'm confused. Okay, what? It is 11 o'clock and I just finished Baby Teeth. And I don't know how I feel. Like, I don't know how I feel. The whole book was like going at a pace of like 100 miles an hour the whole time. And then the last like 20% of the book was going like 25 miles an hour, which was so shocking to me because I was really expecting like a crazy ending. And like, I think you could have gotten away with a crazy ending for this book. Like crazy and like maybe like you could see it coming, but like satisfying because you expected something crazy. I didn't hate it, but it begs for a sequel, at least in my opinion. And I don't know. It was a little unsatisfying. I'm a little unsatisfied with that ending. Overall, really fun mystery thriller. Pretty intense, like not for the faint of heart. Pretty on par with like Gillian Flynn. Pretty scary. I liked it though. I liked it. I feel like that's a solid like 4.5 out of 5. No, 4 out of 5 stars. Let's go with 4 out of 5 stars. That ending was a little meh. I don't know what to do now. I think I'm just gonna like turn on some TV and go grab my Switch and play more Pokemon, and then we'll see if I make it. Andrew has a gig tonight, so he probably won't be home until like midnight, so maybe I'll try and just stay up for only like another hour. Anyway, okay, well, the next time you'll see me is probably in the morning, Saturday. I have no idea what tomorrow will bring, but for sure it'll bring more reading because I need to read 2 books in like 2 days. See how that goes. Should we go downstairs? Do you want to go outside? Come on. Come on. Come on. Boop. Okay. Boop. Brother George is content.
Brother George?
Brother George. Look at my coffee just waiting for me. You want me to make you a cup?
Yeah, you don't mind.
Sure. While I'm making Andrew's coffee, I need to show everyone the card that you got me for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
It says, to my wife. First of all, let's just talk about these cat heads on human body thing. So funny. I love you when you're serious. I love you when you're not. I love you when you're chilly. I love you when you're hot. I love you when you're sweet. Fresh pie. When you're in a grumpy mood. Okay, who ate my banana? I love you when you're Sunday best. I love you in the nude. I love you when you're smart and when you're searching for a clue. The reason isn't hard to guess. I love you because you're you. It's so cute. I love it so much. You did such a good job, babe.
Thank you.
He also got me this awesome plant to add to my collection. I'm trying to have like dream book space with like books and plants. I think so far so good. But I really, really like this new edition.
Was that what you doing?
Coffee? Kitty? You don't want to go outside. You're afraid of the lawnmower.
Wait, who?
Scout. He'll just come right back in.
It's not a lawnmower.
Weed whacker, whatever it is.
It's some kind of weed blower.
This is how we do Saturdays. Get out of bed at 10:30.
Get out of here.
Turn on the TV. turn on the Switch, drink some coffee.
Oh yeah, we can play some video games, yo.
Some video games. Yeah, you're gonna play the Xbox while I play the Switch. Saturdays are my favorite. Okay, I'm finally reading. It is 12:31 and I have not read yet today. So I'm pulling myself away from Pokemon and I'm gonna read. I've got my book right here, The Poet X. I'm 50 pages in. I'm gonna keep reading, hopefully to like 150, I think. And then Andrew and I are gonna go work out later and get stuff for dinner. And yeah, I also need to start Under Rose-Tainted Skies. So those are my plans right now. I'm gonna go read. Goodbye. Finished it. I wasn't expecting to finish it, but because it's told in verse, it was like super easy to fly through. Yeah, it only took me like an hour and a half to get through it. So I liked it. I really liked it. I felt a lot of emotions reading this book. I think earlier I said that I thought it was about a black teenager, but it was really about a Dominican young girl and her family, and how, you know, her mom is insanely religious and forces her to go to church and to do communion and go to mass and have all these rules, and like it's very coming of age. Like for her, the main character, she really loves to write poetry and she really wants to like express herself creatively, and then also like going to high school, starting to, you know, be interested in boys and all this stuff, and like her mom just won't allow her to pursue any of that because it's all against their religion. And it made me really sad because as someone who is a believer, it's hard to read about a household where the religion just paints such a harsh picture about who God is. And yeah, it just made me sad, but it did have a really decent, good ending, and it wasn't perfect. It wasn't like a super cheesy ending. I really liked it a lot. Her name was Xiomara, and I just really liked her voice throughout the whole book. It was so powerful. I really liked the way that it was written. The poetry was beautiful. I'm just really glad that I read this. I absolutely liked it. It was such a joy to read. So with that, I am going to start Under Rose-Tainted Skies pretty soon. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break and go get some water because I'm super thirsty. And yeah, just continue the day. We're going to go to the gym soon and the grocery store, but I'll check in with you guys later. I'm happy that I finished another book. That's like, what now? 4 books that I read this week. That's exciting. So one more, let's make it 5. We also just talk about how cute my cats are right now. Oh, stop. You're so cute. Look at you. What are you doing? Are you so sweet? Yeah? Are you a sweet boy? Oh, he's so fuzzy. And then there's Misha. Misha. You're so cute. What are you doing? You're a kid.
I know. That was
What?
an emu.
Hello. We decided to go to the park instead of the gym because neither of us felt like lifting weights. Just kind of wanted to get out of the house. We've been playing far too many video games today. Is that right, Andrew?
No.
4 hours on the Xbox. So coming out here to a nice little park in our neighborhood. It's like 30 degrees outside, I think. So a little blustery. We're like the only people here. Just a nice excuse to get out. Stop harassing the ducks. You're so mean.
Well, I'm not gonna hit him. Can't get the cab.
Go down the slide.
Alright. Oh, there's a ton of water down there.
It's like past 9 o'clock and I haven't read anything. I have failed the night. So Andrew and I went for a walk. We got back home, hung out for a bit, played more Pokemon, made dinner, had our like little special Valentine's dinner date tonight because he had a gig on Thursday. And then we decided it would be fun to do our taxes. So we did those, and I have read nothing. So sorry, not much of an update. I probably won't read tonight. Let's just be honest. I'm cold and I want to take a shower, and we have church super early in the morning. So what's cool about Sundays though is that I get about like 3 hours to myself in the morning, so I'm going to use that time to read. So I will check in during that time. Promise I will have more read. I will start Under Rose Tainted Skies, and then we'll see if I finish it within the day. That would be amazing. We'll see. Anyway, I'll check back in tomorrow. What are you doing? So busy today. Oh, I am so grumpy this morning. Help. Do you ever just like get so excited when you're like buying new clothes in the store, and then you get home and you go to wear said clothes and they just don't look nearly as good as they did? And you aren't nearly as excited as you were in the store. Ugh, I hate mornings like that. Sorry, this has nothing to do with books. I'm just venting at this point. But I swear this happens to me like more often than not, especially since I started working from home. Because I started working from home, it's rare that I have to like actually put a presentable outfit on. So on mornings that I do, I don't know if I just have too high of expectations for myself or what, because like I just struggle, and then I get all insecure and lame and cry, and I just you guys. Anyway, I'm thankful for my husband who reminds me that Sundays and Sunday mornings are not about what I look like and my outfits and whatever. So sucking it up. Hi, good morning. It's Sunday. I am feeling better. I was super grumpy. I had a rough morning, but I am here. It is like 7:15. I have my Starbucks. I have a grande soy misto. I love mistos lately. Cafe au laits. Starbucks calls them mistos, but it's half coffee and then half steamed milk, and I just love it. Like I love it so much more than lattes, which lattes are usually like my go-tos, but yeah, there's just something about like the coffee. I like the coffee taste a little bit better, and coffee also tends to have a little bit more caffeine, so that helps. And then I have my handy dandy egg bite that I'm waiting to cool down. Oh my gosh, you guys, the bacon egg bites from Starbucks are like my favorite thing ever. Like I do not get fast food really ever, but these are like one of the things that I'm obsessed with. I get them every Sunday. But yeah, so I have that, and then I have my book that I read 2 chapters of last night. Surprise, surprise. I wasn't planning to read, but I picked it up trying to, like, I like to read sometimes before I go to bed because it puts me to sleep. So far so good. We're following our main character. I can't remember her name right now. But she has OCD and like major anxiety, paranoia. Yeah, we're just like kind of getting introduced to her and all of those things. So that's pretty much what I've got right now. It's 7:15 right now. I wait to go to church until second service, but because my husband plays the drums and has to be there for both services, and we only have one car and we live so far away, I come with him in the morning and then I just chill. So I'm gonna be here until I go usually over there around 10:30. So I just either hang out in the car, go to Starbucks. I'll probably make a Target run because we do need like toilet paper and soap and basic necessities. So I'll probably do a Target run eventually before then. But yeah, that's my little check-in. Sorry for my earlier rant. I am feeling better. Sometimes it's just easy to let insecurities get in the way of like rational thinking. And that was one of those mornings for me. So I'm gonna read. Okay, bye. Hi, hello, I'm checking in. It is 10:17. I am here at church. I had my Starbucks, read my book, went to Target, spent too much time at Target, but what is new? And man, y'all, going to Target on a Sunday morning is like the best thing ever because the store is empty and it is so nice. I love Target, but I hate the crowds, and oh man, it's just so nice. Sunday mornings, that's where it's at. So I'm reading the book. I'm like 80 pages in. I like it because I can super relate to the main character. So she really struggles with anxiety, like I said, OCD, paranoia, agoraphobia, lots of just mental health issues. I relate to some of that, especially like the anxiety and the paranoia. It's kind of not funny, but like nice to read about a character who also is like full of anxiety and paranoid, and like she talks a lot about, so she's like home alone right now, and she talks a lot about just like not being able to sleep because she's like constantly afraid of like a home invasion and like making sure all the doors are locked. I was like, I am so much like that. Like I struggle hardcore with like, I cannot go to bed at night without knowing for sure that all the doors are locked, the padlocks are locked. I check every single door myself. I ask my husband 20 times, did you lock the doors? Are you sure? I'm gonna go check, you know, like, and then not only that, but we also have like a security system that I lock. So like I relate a lot to her. And then like when my husband travels, I'm like even more paranoid. And yeah, so it's just really refreshing to remember that I'm not alone in some of my like anxiety, paranoia, whatever struggles. Very like convicting, like, hi, I need to go to therapy. But one thing I will say, so this book is giving me very like everything vibes by Nicola Yoon, if you guys have read that book. One thing I will say is that like I just get so annoyed when, especially YA contemporary books, it's just annoying when the main character and then the love interest, they're like perfectly good looking humans, and the descriptions of them are just like another beautiful, tall, thin white girl is falling in love with a tall, thin, muscular white boy, the boy next door. And like, I don't know, can we not just have some more diversity in some of these books? Not only people of color, but like shapes and sizes and like hair. I don't know, it just drives me nuts. There was a scene describing her watching the boy next door from the window, and he has his like shirt off and oh, his muscled torso, and I'm just like, freaking A, yawn. Like, I don't care. I just like, I get annoyed with it. It's time we move on. It doesn't matter to me that she's good looking. It doesn't matter. And she's like, this is my one thing that I have, that I'm good looking. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Not a fan. So I like the book right now for like the mental illness rep, but the story I'm not loving. I'm flying through it. I'm 80 pages in. I haven't even spent that much time reading it, but we'll probably finish it today. I didn't think I would, but I think now I will. Yeah, that's all the update I have. I'm gonna go to church and then gonna go back home, have some lunch, probably take a nap, and then wake up and read more. I will check in with you guys later. Hi, checking in. It is 6:26. We are getting ready to go to the movie theater with our friends, Nikki and Rob. We're gonna go see Isn't It Romantic with Rebel Wilson. I'm really excited because it looks really funny. It's giving me like very much like 13 going on 30 vibes, which I love. Anyway, I'm like 100 more pages into this book. So far, so good. Honestly, not much to report. I still think the rep is really good in this, and I'm flying through it. It's pretty easy to read. It takes place like only over the span of a couple days, at least halfway through it does. So far, so good. And we're gonna go to the movies. Are you ready, babe? He's getting in the cats. Okay, bye! Nikki, what do you got in your bag?
We're at the movies, and we have some Merlot.
Some wine in a bottle.
Hey, don't get us caught, all right?
She's putting it on her
Be
bottle.
cool about it.
I did it. I finished it. It's 11:45. I have 15 minutes until the day's up, and I finished it. I did 5 books. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, very.
I'm proud of me. I will talk more about the book and what I thought tomorrow, because I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. But I did it! Yay! And we had a fun time at the movies. We saw Isn't It Romantic? And it was very funny. It was really good. We had a good time. But now it's time for bed. Night. Are you such a good boy? Okay, fine. Excuse my messy house. Woof. End of my reading vlog. It's the end. It's the end. She still got it. What's up, you guys? It's Monday. It's Monday and I have off work and I'm feeling good. Semi-good. I have cramps, so not that great. But okay, hanging in there. Anyway, I just wanted to recap everything I read this week because I read a lot of really cool books and I liked most of them. Enjoyed my time. I just want to kind of wrap this up with a little bow. So for this reading vlog, I covered some of the books that I read towards the end of the Contemporaryathon. I did mention in the beginning some of the ones that I did read earlier in the week, but I just wanted to recap again. I finished 5 books. I'm very proud of myself. I sought out to only do 5 and I finished all 5, so that is a good thing. The first book that I read was manga, volume 5 of Dream & Sun, and I really, really like it. It's weird. I'm understanding that manga is a very unusual, different kind of genre that is supposed to be ridiculous, so it is ridiculous. It has achieved its ridiculousness because I don't understand how it is ever okay for a sophomore in high school to date her landlord that is an adult. Weird, but we're rolling with it. I'll probably pick up volume 6 really soon, maybe even today, just for funsies. So I read this on Monday, and this also covered the prompt of reading something on the spine with a picture on the spine. The next book that I finished was Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I really like Rainbow Rowell. I have read Fangirl and Eleanor and Park, and I liked both of them. A lot of people hate on Eleanor and Park. I really liked it. I don't understand why so many people hated it so much, but I liked it. I kind of liked Attachments. Out of all 3 of her books that I have read so far, it's probably my least favorite. It just wasn't very memorable, in my opinion. Half of the book is told through like emails or chat between 2 coworkers, 2 friends, and those were really entertaining. I just didn't really care for the security guy who was like reading all the emails and like falls in love with one of the girls. It just was kind of weird. And yeah, I don't know. And I just like, I didn't love his character. It was weird to me. Like, I thought for the first half of the book that he was supposed to be this like kind of nerdy, weird looking guy. And then like towards the end of the book, he ends up turning into like this massive football player Hulk who looks like Brad Pitt and like all this. And I'm like, what? Like, what happened? I don't know. So I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. For me, it's probably just a little unforgettable, but I still read it. So this covered the prompt of something you wanted to read in 2018 but didn't get to. That was this one for me. The next book that I finished was easily my favorite that I read all week. It's so good. I'm still thinking about it. And that was Baby Teeth by Zoe Stage. I loved this. It was so weird. And I wasn't expecting it to be as like dark and twisty as it was. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was a pleasant surprise. I recommend going into this one like without knowing a lot, and maybe you'll be as pleasantly surprised as I was. But for that reason, I'm not going to talk much about it. It's just about a family dynamic, a very disturbed little girl, and her relationship with her mother and father, but mostly her mother. I already talked a little bit about it, but yeah, it's just, oh, it was really good. I listened to the audiobook, really enjoyed the audiobook, and highly recommend. I ended up giving this like 4.5 out of 5 stars. I thought the ending was a little bit lackluster, but it was an enjoyable read, to say the least. I loved it. This covered the prompt of reading something that's more like dark and taboo, so that was this one. The 4th book that I read was The Poet X, and this was by Elizabeth Acevedo, and it's so good. It's told in verse, so it covered the prompt of reading something that was in different form. I could have also used the manga for that one, but I really wanted to pick up something in verse. I really like books in verse. I loved reading books by Ellen Hopkins growing up, and those were always told in verse, and there's just such a unique way of explaining a story that I just think takes so much talent and thought, and when it's done well, it's just done so well, and this was done so well. It was really hard hitting. I already talked about it in this vlog, but overall I just really liked it a lot. I'm proud to have this one on my shelf. Like, I've been thinking a lot about like the books I want to keep on my shelf, and you know, the books that I have on my shelf, do they reflect like what I like about books? And this is just one of those reads that like it reminded me why I love reading. And yeah, overall I can't recommend this one enough. I think everyone should pick this book up. It was really good. And then the last book that I finished last night, I'm so proud of myself for getting through it because I read it in a day, and that does not happen for me like ever. But that was Under Rose-Tainted Skies by Louise Gournal, and it was pretty good. It was all right. I thought it did a really great job of describing and portraying mental health rep. You know, our main character struggled a lot with anxiety, paranoia, agoraphobia, some depression, some self-harm. Like, there was a lot of stuff going on with our main character, and so, you know, the entire book takes place in one setting in the girl's house with her, and that's hard to do in a book, and I thought it was done really well. And the ending I thought was good. The ending was surprisingly action-packed, which was refreshing and kind of just a nice change of pace from the rest of the story. I really do enjoy YA contemporary romances where, you know, the main character struggles with something and then the boy kind of brings out these new sides of her. It was a little bit of that. I'm not like in love with that trope. I think that it can be done sometimes semi-problematically. So, but it was okay. It was good. It was tasteful. I didn't hate this one by any means, but it wasn't my favorite either. Again, it gave me very like everything vibes. I think I mentioned that, but yeah, so overall, not bad. So yay, those are all of the books that I read. I am happy with everything I read. I really didn't like hate any of these, and I didn't feel like I wasted my time reading any of them. And overall, just a good week of reading. I love doing these readathons because they just challenge me to get through my TBR. They inspire me because I know that I'm not alone alone and doing the readathon. So overall, just a really good time. This was my first time doing the Contemporaryathon and I really enjoyed it. So I'll probably do it again next year. That is it for my reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope it wasn't too boring. I know I didn't do a lot of exciting things, but I had a great weekend of reading, and thank you so much for joining me on my journey. All right, well, with that said, let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books, if you participated in the Contemporaryathon. What did you read? I would love to know. Did you like any of them? Did you hate any of them? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'd love to chat with you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!